Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another movie review. It's been a little while since I've done one, and I figured what a great way to start doing them again, but with my boy Doolittle, which I'm not gonna lie, guys, this movie destroyed me, man. I couldn't stand. I can't stand anything about this movie. I absolutely hate this movie. I can't believe how terrible this movie actually was. Because the trailer itself that came out a couple months ago, I was like, yeah, it looks like it could be fun. I mean, some of the CGI looks pretty bad, but it looks like it could be cute. You know, hey, Robert Downey Jr. I love Robert Downey Jr. He could, even if everything else is annoying, if he's great, then it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be a good time, or even a tolerable time. I would take fucking tolerable at this point than I would take anything else that this movie provided, because this movie is 95 minutes long, and every minute of it felt like about an hour each. It was excruciatingly boring, annoying, ugly, and I don't want to say hateful, because the movie's not hateful, but every minute I watched it, I grew to hate stuff and the world itself even more. The movie's supposed to be fun and happy and make you feel good, but I was just hating. Not even just the movie. I left the theater hating stuff. Just anything. I went out of theater. I looked at the street. I was like, fuck, I hate that street. I looked at like a telephone pole. I was like, I hate that telephone pole. I hate, there's a little kid walking by. I hate that freaking kid. I don't care. I hate everything. You know why? Because Doolittle. Because Doolittle and his dumb, annoying piece of shit animals. I hate every single character in this movie. I hate every minute of it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Now, I will admit here, I laughed a couple times. I just went through, I hated every single minute. But I did laugh a couple times. To be fair, each of those couple times were about a couple seconds each, and then I went straight back to hating it for the rest of that minute. So, to be fair, a couple seconds out of some minutes doesn't equate to a good movie. But sometimes I had a chuckle, I should say. There were more chuckles than laughs. But the whole movie, just as a whole film, was just excruciatingly annoying. It was annoying. It really, that's the best way to describe this movie. It was annoying. It wouldn't shut up. Every animal, everyone you see on this freaking poster, and even more, because they couldn't fit all of them here, had some stupid quip, had some funny line to say. Each one, the ostrich, voiced by Kumail Nanjiani, just wouldn't shut up. The stupid ass polar bear, voiced by John Cena. This is supposed to be set, I'm assuming, in the early 1900s. That's when the original book came out. So I can only assume. They probably said it in the movie, but I didn't give a shit. I'm already forgetting things of this movie, which makes me really happy that I am, because I don't want to remember this movie by the end of the next week. But anyway, every freaking 5 seconds, the polar bear is like, hey, bro, what's up? I'm like, what the fuck? Hey, bro? There's a Godfather reference in this. This is supposed to be in the early 1900s. There's a Godfather reference with probably my most hated character of the entire movie, a dragonfly, voiced by Jason Mantzoukas, I think that's how you pronounce his last name, who is the most annoying character in this entire movie, which that's saying a lot. That dragonfly, I wanted somebody to just grabbed his ass, throw him on the ground, and step on him, just smush him in the fucking ground. And I hated him. But there's a Godfather reference with him and a bunch of ants. And like the dragonfly is like, hey, I need a favor from you, ants. And immediately when you say that, you know exactly what the reference is going to be. They couldn't do a funny, an actual funny reference to Godfather, like, I don't know, leave the gun, take the cannoli or something like that. That would have been funnier, because nobody ever does it. But no, it's you come to my the day of my daughter's wedding. I'm like, what the why? First of all, don't ever do a reference to Godfather in your animated movie ever again after Zootopia, because Zootopia nailed it. It was funny. It was clever. You're never going to be able to do it again. Also, just never do a Godfather reference ever again, because it's base. It's a classic movie. It's been done. Also, never do Scarface again, because that's never funny. They don't do Scarface in this movie. They did it in the advertisements for the movie, though, which was really annoying. They did the, say hello to my little friend. They did that, obviously. I watched all that shit, by the way. I watched all the pre-trailer stuff where they did like interviews with each animal, which was annoying. Way more annoying than it should have been. because they should have been like quick and easy. But every time I watch them, I'm like, oh my god, they're horrible. They're so annoying. The stupid gorilla Chi-Chi, voiced by, admittedly, a pretty unrecognizable Rami Malek. He was the only one where I couldn't tell who it was. And then the movie ended. I was like, oh, it was Rami Malek. I stayed for the credits. Don't even ask me why. I guess I needed a minute to myself to just stew, I guess. It was just like, oh god. But I was looking at the credits. I was like, oh, Rami Malek. Okay. I didn't even know. Everybody else, Emma Thompson as the no, that's not her. She's not here. She's a parrot. Oh, right there. I see her. She's over there. She's a parrot. The duck here is voiced by Octavia Spencer. The giraffe is Selena Gomez, I believe. The fox, I don't remember who the fox is. I don't remember. The dog, though, with the glasses, which they don't even explain why he's wearing glasses. He looks dumb as hell. Is voiced by Tom Holland. Of course, Tom Holland's going to be in there if Robert Downey Jr. is. That's his son. Not actually, but whatever. But it just, every single animal is annoying. But the main problem with this movie, besides the annoying animals, that's actually the main problem, to be honest. But the main disappointment, I should say, is Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. does this weird like Welsh accent. I couldn't really tell. I don't know. He's doing some accent, and there's times where you can't tell what he's saying because it's very thick. It didn't really take me out of the movie as much as some other people, but there's times where I'm just like, I don't know what he just said. Not that I give a shit, but I don't know what he just said. But the main problem with his performance is that he's not charming. And I'm like, every Robert Downey Jr. performance, even the ones where he was in his slump, when he was not really a big name anymore. Even those, I watched a couple of those back then. Even those were really good. This is when he's at his most popular after Endgame, the biggest movie ever, where he's the main character pretty much, and he has the biggest emotional moment in that movie. It's just like, what the why this right after? And why is he promoting it so much? I get the producer's his wife, but and I guess he produced it also. I just don't get why this is the big one. I swear I've seen him in interviews and stupid little TV ads and stuff like that way more than I saw him for Endgame, which is probably not true, but I feel like I've seen it way more. Maybe it just stuck with me a little bit more because it's just Robert Downey Jr., where Endgame is everybody, so whatever. But it's just like, why promote this? And then why not give a really likable performance? He gave a base performance. It was really, really lame, his performance. That's the best way to describe it. It's every time he has a joke, every time he does something that's supposed to be charming or funny or quirky, it's just, it comes out as being lame. It's just like he's a loser. It feels like sometimes in this movie. And I just don't like his character, John Doolittle. He's a I don't know, he's just unlikable. I don't like him at all. I don't. I love Robert Downey Jr., but I do not like his character in this, and I don't think he did a good job. Just personally, I don't think so. Some of the voice acting is actually not bad, but they're just really annoying, so they have to read really dumb jokes like, oh no, I can't even think of one. I was going to give you an example, but I can't. There were really bad puns. Oh, there's one that really made me groan to the point where there's two other people in my theater, and I let out a pretty loud groan. I think they heard it. But there's one where there's a character here that's like a rabbit. You don't see him on the poster, at least I don't think so. Unless he no, I don't see him. Where he's in a jail cell with Doolittle, and he's making fun of Doolittle, and he's like, more like Doolittle. I let out a groan. And yeah, it was bad. It was really, really bad. I'm sure those two people, which by the way was I think it was I couldn't tell if it was a little kid. I couldn't tell if it was a girl or son. They were in there when I went in there, so I don't know. And they were ahead of me, so I don't know. And I left before they left, so I had no idea. But I'm pretty sure it was a dad and her and a kid. I don't know. And they heard me. I could tell they heard me. And there's only 3 people in there, by the way. I just want to say that there was only 3 people in there. I saw it at 4:00, to be fair. So school only was out for kids, and this is definitely a kids movie. But that one kid was there. I don't know. He left school early. Maybe didn't have school for some reason. I don't know. I don't care. I'm talking about a kid that I don't even know the gender of in a dark theater more. I'm talking about this piece of shit movie. It's just I don't want to tell. It's everything you would expect from a really bad family movie. There's fart jokes. I mean, it's a PG movie, so there's no dick jokes or anything like that. But there's like falling down jokes, and there's like tons and tons of animal puns. The movie ends with a dragon farting. Like I don't know what to tell you. It ends with what Dr. Dolittle sticking his hand up a dragon's asshole and just like digging out stuff like helmets and shields and bagpipes and shit, because the dragon eats people and eats those people, I guess, whatever. And it lets out a really loud fart that like blows Doolittle's face, like, and you can see his like cheeks like blubbering again. It's just like nothing's funny. Everything's annoying. I didn't like it. The visuals aren't that great too. Like all the animals are cartoony as fuck looking, and some of them look okay. Some of them look fine. Like I thought the duck looked fine. I thought the dog looked okay, I guess. But all the animals look okay at best. But none of them look like actual animals. They all look like cartoons. And when we get to the dragon, I'm like, I thought this was supposed to be like a. I guess it's supposed to be like a venture, like part fantasy, because all the freaking animals are like humanoid, kind of. Not humanoid, they're not. They act like humans. They don't look like humans. But they act like humans and stuff. So I guess it's supposed to be a fantasy. But now we're getting into big, like deep fantasy with fucking dragons. I thought everything here you see on this poster, those are all real animals. I mean, dogs don't wear glasses, but whatever. But there's no dragons. So when a dragon pops up, I'm like, what? I never read the original book. Maybe there's a dragon in it. I don't fucking know. And guess what? If this is the most faithful adaptation of that book, I'll never read that fucking book, because I don't want to read garbage. So I'm assuming that book is great, but this is a big old dose of dog shit. That dog right there, the one with the speculars, you son of a fuck. I'm sorry, I'm cursing a lot for this kids movie. I don't give a shit. You shouldn't be watching this. This isn't for freaking kids. Kappa, don't come after me. Fuck this movie. I hate this movie. I hate it so much. I hate it. I hate everything about it. The whole story's stupid too. Dr. Dolittle has to go get a flower from some planet. I wouldn't be surprised to go to a different planet, from some different like island that's lost, and it's like a plant that's really rare, to go and heal the Queen of England or some shit. It doesn't matter. And then they're gonna take his animals, of course. And there's like a kid apprentice who's like the lamest character in the entire movie, who's a terrible actor, by the way. Whoever that kid is, no offense, but you're bad in it. I'm sorry, but I don't blame you, to be honest. I really don't blame you, because I wouldn't try in this. I mean, Robert Downey Jr., one of the most charismatic actors in the world, didn't even try. So I can't even give you shit. But yeah, his apprentice in the movie, he's annoying. He's a typical kid character where he's just like, oh, I'm filled with wonder. Like, fuck off. It's just, I hate everything about this. I really do. And it's a shame, because I think Dr. Dolittle can work if they just tone it down a little bit with the animals, like saying funny, stupid lines. But they don't. Of course, that's their selling feature. Oh, all the animals are funny. Oh, funny animals. Oh, the gorilla said fart. Oh, the gorilla said fart. Like, fuck you. The chipmunk's funny because he wants to kill the kid, because the kid shot him on mistake. That character was annoying too. That's my second most disliked character in the movie. I should do like top 5 most disliked characters. All right, number 5 is that stupid fucking gorilla. Number 4 is that Dragonfly's number 1. That rabbit in the one that's a doo-doo joke, just because of that doo-doo joke. Number 3 is the polar bear, because he kept saying bro. Number 2, I gotta go with a tie for number 2, actually. Number 2 would be whoever I just said before, and that ostrich. Definitely the ostrich. And number 1 is the dragonfly. There you go. That's how we end this video. If I had to give it a score, I don't really do reviews that much, but on Letterboxd, I gave it a 1 out of 5. That was me being generous. I'd probably give it a 2 out of 10. If I had to say anything positive about the movie, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can't think of anything. I guess there's, like I said, there's a couple moments where I chuckled. Like, I thought Michael Sheen was fun as a really generic villain. There's one line that's so bad it has to be intentional, where he gets attacked by something. I think it's the dragon. I'm forgetting things. And then he lives, and he goes, huh, I lived. That must be a sign. I must be good for the rest of my life. I must do good things and good acts, because he's the villain, and at this point he's been a dick the entire movie. And then at the end he's like, this is a sign I must be good for the rest of my life. And then immediately, you know the joke's coming, but immediately he grabs like one of his soldiers and says, here, kill him instead. But because Michael Sheen is so likable, because not in the movie, but in general, I think he's the only one that actually gave any sort of performance that I liked. So with that being said, I give it a 2 out of 10. There you go. See, I got a number up there too. Cover one of my least liked animals right there too, the dumbass polar bear. And I like John Cena, but I guess the other positive would be some of the voice acting was pretty good. It's just that even if they were pretty good, it doesn't matter because they're annoying. So it's a negative. It's a positive and a negative, but the negative is way bigger than the positive. So it just like consumes the positive, and there's no positive anymore. It's like the Thing. It's just like it assimilates it, and now it's a negative. It's just, I hate it. I hate it. I hate this movie. I really do. I'm sorry I said it so much, but there's not much to say about this movie. It's a generic adventure movie where a couple moments here and there might be entertaining to some kids. It wasn't for me. Like, I'm talking about like some of the animal gags and some of the action scenes, you know, with the terrible special effects that aren't when it has no animals on screen and the special effects, it looks bad. I should say it looks very cartoony to the point where like I can accept the animals being cartoony because they're already kind of cartoony characters anyway. But when it gets to like the water looking terrible, then you messed up. You just messed up. I'm sorry, you just did. This isn't Tintin, okay? You can't get away with everything looking fake. And even like actual human characters doing like things they can't possibly do, obviously. So they're cartoony looking. I'm like, you just can't. Like the kid, you can see this in the trailer too. There's a part where the kid leaps for something and he looks like, I said Tintin earlier, he looks like freaking Tintin. Actually, Tintin looks more realistic. Watch that trailer, you'll know exactly the scene I'm talking about. It looks terrible. Oh, like, good God. Even though when I watched the trailer, I was like, ooh, that's a bad CGI shot. But you know, we've seen good movies with bad CGI before, so I was hoping it would be good, and it ain't. It's not. Piece of shit Doolittle. So there you go. That's my review for Piece of Shit Doolittle. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you don't ever see this movie ever. I know I wouldn't inflict this on you or anybody. It's a terrible movie that deserves all the negative reviews it's getting. It's annoying. It's unlikable. It's unpleasant. It's boring. It's annoying. It's everything a negative about a movie that you definitely don't want in a movie. There you go. That's it. What a great way to start the year. The Grudge sucked, and so did this. Well, I'm seeing Wuthering with You later today. Later today. So I'm excited for that. Bye.